Welcome to the Just Being Frank Show, the realest sports talk show on YouTube, giving fans a real-life perspective on sports and entertainment.
You knew better, you do better, who do it better? Get top of the morning, afternoon, night, depending on where you at. It's the Pope, your host that do the most. Welcome to the Just Being Frank Show. Hey, we got a hella fire live for you today. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Right now, let's play a little CC for you, CC 22 Part 2, Year 2. Let's get it. CC for you, CC 22 Part 2, Year 2. Let's get it. Caitlin's coming for you. What's with all the hype? Is it all because she white? Caitlin's coming for you. Nah, she a dog, she can ball like she might. Caitlin's coming for you. Soaring through the sky, it's a Hawkeye legend. Caitlin's coming for you. Now the fever on fire, WNBA jam. Fast break, she on the move. Go hard, win or lose. Dog on the court, but show charm in an interview. Even though they all hating, even though it's all Caitlyn. Sorry, bust your balls, but this year gonna be hard breaking. MVP, bad dad, logo 3-step bags. No look past, catch that. Nike couldn't check that. So check that, hating at the door. We in year 2 with the bacon if she the GOAT. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Rumble CC like Muhammad Ali. Shake the haters off like John the Liquidator. They games premature, should be balling in incubators. Keep putting ink to paper, keep signing for meals. If they try to lock you out, they'll be shining your wheels. Working at a car wash, cause most of them all wash. Claiming they the reason that most of us all watch.
Not just because of one person, it's because of me too.
What's with all the hype? Is it all because she white? Caitlin's coming for you. Nah, she a dog, she can ball like she might. Caitlin's coming for you. Soaring through the sky, it's a Hawkeye legend. Caitlin's coming for you. Now the fever on fire, WNBA jam. Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Nah, that's Angel Reese dropping turds on the game. Not working on the game, not deserving of the fame. Missing wide open lays like she played with a broken wing. Seemed hopeless, mainly Celeste couldn't fix it. We scream groupies, bang, that bang getting ridiculous. Tried to poke the bear, but we laughing cause she ticklish. Can't see me no man, CC, shoot it from a distance. Shoot it with persistence, do it so consistently. 6 overall with efficiency. Still receive hate so persistently. Microwave their game, cook their game in an instant. Pinpoint pretty passes, do it with precision. And you can't see the difference, you tripping. Caitlyn is the type that can lift all boats, but poke holes and it's all she wrote. We want all the smoke. Caitlin's coming for you. What's with all the hype? Is it all because she white? Caitlin's coming for you. Nah, she a dog, she can ball like she might. Caitlin's coming for you. Soaring through the sky, it's a Hawkeye legend. Caitlin's coming for you. Now the fever on fire, WNBA jam. CC. Let's get into this, man. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. With no further ado, it is Mrs. Me Too.
Women's basketball right now. It all started from the national. How many people are watching women's basketball right now? It all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, like, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like just because of one single game. And just looking at that, like, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too. And I want y'all to realize that.
I want y'all to realize
it's not just because of one person.
No.
A lot of us have done so much for this game, and Kennedy has been here before, obviously, but
I want y'all to realize that. It's not because of one person. It's because of me too. And I need y'all to realize that, okay? I need you to realize that. It's not because of one person. It's because of me too. Oh, we love it when you do this, Angel. When you give us the content, girl. I don't know. Let's go. Where we at?
Can you give us this content, girl? Let's see. We love it. Thank you.
What expectations?
Hold on. Let's go over here. We're going to dig into all of that, but I want to just hear this real quick.
Right before practice, right after practice, right before the plane. Sometimes we used to get like sandwiches, but like everything's just a hot meal, ready to go now. And I love that part.
We might have to watch it all.
I mean, I knew what I was working on offensively.
It's kind of at the end.
He came down to Miami and was just kind of told me, like, this is what I need you to do. Like, I need you to be a lot of things for us and not just one thing. Everybody in the country knows I can rebound. I think everybody knows that offensively and defensively, but I can bring more to the table.
My bad. I'm all over the place. I'm going to play this from the beginning, but I got to hear her dodge this question. I want y'all to hear her dodge this question. It was at the end. I'm going to rewind it back. But we got to do this because that's the famous, I want everybody to know it's not just because of one person, it's because of me too. Now, a reporter happened to ask Angel Reese said that what she said in the beginning of last year, that it's not because of one person, everybody watching because of me too. And I just want to see her squirm.
A coach that really believes in you. Every part of my career that I was successful at LSU, I had Kim Mulkey. She believed in me. She trusted me. Now being here and like being able to have a coach that really trusts and believes in me has showed great results. So I'm just happy to just be here and just be a part of this.
We'll go to David, and then we have one quick question on Zoom.
Hi, Angel. David Mosley with the Bigs Media. Last year,
Shout out to David Mosley. Shout out to David Mosley.
Powerful statement saying the reason people are watching women's basketball is not just because of one player, but because of you two. A year later, do you feel like you're
next question?
Thank you. Look at her face. Why you want to answer the question, Reese? Why you want to answer the question, folks? See, that's not a trap question. That's not a negative question. Why did you go negative on us, Reese? My next question. You said it. He didn't put words in your mouth. You said this last year at the beginning of the year, right? Before all the evidence that ain't nobody watching you. Now, we're going to break down how really, ever since then, your popularity in basketball has declined. It's going down and down and down. Less and less and less people are watching you now. And there's evidence of this. This ain't me hating on you. This ain't me capping, lying. The evidence shows nobody's really watching you. Now, other teams have gotten more viewership and attendance and so on and so forth, more than you. And I ain't even talking about Kaylin Clark. This is how you put your foot in your mouth and your ass. And now comes a year later, full circle moment, that all the evidence proves and points to one player, that the reason people are watching women's basketball is because of one player, and it's evident. It's evidence of it. And so now that you know the evidence is out there, and everybody else knows the evidence is out there, that it's all showing and pointing to Kaylin Clark, and everything is showing that you are not moving any needle. Zero. Yours is actually on a decline. You understand? And it probably has to do with your whole attitude, your whole persona, your whole aura, that brand that you think you're building as good with 5 million followers. I told y'all last year in the beginning of the year, all her followers are in the penitentiary. They can't come to the games. They on lockdown. Everybody in the penitentiary got a smartphone. They all follow you, Angel, even the white ones, because you show half your body off. Oh, matter of fact, yeah, let me put that in too. We got to show the people this. I'm going to cook her all the way around the board on this, but hold on, people. hold your hats because I'm going to bring you the facts. Let's enter this. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds on why I say the things I say. All right, I couldn't find it right there. I'm going to pull it up, though. We're going to have to pull this up. Oh, man. Where did it go? Okay, never mind. It threw me way off. That's janky. It must be my other phone, and I didn't got it mixed up. But let's get back to the business. My bad on the pause like that, man, because, yeah, I had a good picture to show y'all where Angel Reese just recently had, I guess, paparazzi got a picture of her. She got on a little tennis skirt. And her whole ass, you can see her whole ass and her panties out. And I had that picture. I don't know where it went, but I wanted to bring it up. But again, that's why your fans, you have these 500 or 5 million followers because you show your ass all the time, Angel. It's not because of your basketball game. And nobody's watching because of you too. This is pure and plain to see. But let's go back into this whole conversation. Let's go back into this entire conversation. I was going to do a video, but I said, bump that. Let's go live. And let's do this live because I want the people to interact. Now, here goes Sky's Media Day, which I don't understand why. Sky Media Day is just now happening when they're a couple days away from regular season starting. So on Media Day, you have to be there or you will get fined for your team's media day. This is the only reason Angel Reese is showing up. It's the only reason why she's showing up and answering questions because she has to. She has to or she will get fined. So she's really here just so she don't get fined. But any other time, before practices, after practices, before games, after games, you won't hear from Angel Reese unless she has a great game, statistical-wise. If she dropped 20-something, 15 rebounds, she gonna be at that. She gonna be at the post-game podium. But and she also had to be efficient. If she efficient with 20-something points, double-digit rebounds, she gonna come to the press conference then. That never fails. Anytime she has mediocre games, or games where she struggled badly, which is most of the time, from point-blank range layups, she never comes to the podium. Even before games, they have took her basically off the list of having to answer questions to the media, except for Media Day. So I had just did a video that why Angel Reese loved to talk about everything but basketball. She loved to show her ass off on TikTok. She loved to show her ass off on YouTube with podcasting. She loved to show her ass off on Instagram. She loved to show her ass off everywhere else and talk about everything else except basketball. Now watch and look how uncomfortable she is talking basketball, looking like the Lioness Queen. Looking like the Lioness King with all this fake. Angel, we know that's not your hair. Again, people, we got to start calling out all these unbelievable players and black women, especially black women. All these unbelievable. It's unbelievable. We got to start calling this out. Y'all don't even like to wear your own hair, but you claim racism. You racist against your own self. You won't even wear your own texture, natural hair. You racist against your own self. But Asia Wilson and all of these players want to claim racism. You don't even like yourself. You up here with a big ass that your hair don't even, girl. Okay, all right, that's all good. Let's just talk about free minds. Say 100. You're racist against your own self, ladies, and y'all wonder why people don't give you the respect. They looking at you with your eyelashes way out here, nails way out here. Hair way down to here that ain't yours. You done took a whole horse, whacked his tail off, probably 2 horses, whacked their tails off, bundled it up, sold it into your stuff, and you want respect? You think you marketable? You wearing a horse's hair. You wearing people's from India's hair. They call it, listen, in India, they have a religion to grow your hair to a certain length. Once your hair become a certain length, they chop it off. It's a religion. That's how they preach it. Well, guess what they do with that hair they chopped off? They bag it up, ship it over to the U.S., and the Asians and the Chinese, they sell them out to all of these black women. They chopping off Indonesians' hair, bagging it up, tagging it up, pricing it, shipping it off to the U.S., and you idiots are putting other people's hair in your head so you think we supposed to think you got sense? You're lost. You're wearing Indonesians' hair. That's not your hair. Back in the day, I used to whack horses' tails off and put them on your head. It's ridiculous. No, we don't. You don't respect yourself. How can you get respect? You don't respect your own self.
I think for me, just going from year 1 to year 2, just giving myself grace and patience and just continuing that confidence I left from Unrivaled and continuing that coming into this season. I think I worked on a lot of things this off season.
Look how low her energy is. Look how low her energy is. She looks like a deer in headlights. She is frightened. When has Angel Reese ever looked frightened to be in front of cameras? She has to sit here and talk basketball. This is the last thing and the last place that she wants to be. You can see
is
it
another
all
thing
over
that I'm
her face.
prioritizing as well. So just being able to be myself, and then all the other things will come. I want to get to the.
What expectations and goals do you have?
I just wanted to rewind. But being able to be yourself, what do you mean? You're on a team. This is a team sport. What do you mean, be yourself?
Have for yourself for this season?
I think for me, just going.
I'm sorry. I know y'all about to kill me. I keep pausing. But look, I just noticed something. I got to point it out. She looked like she finna talk at a funeral. She looked like she finna speak for the dead. Look, watch how she grabbed the mic like she's just tingling with nerves in the inside.
What expectations and goals do you have for yourself for this season?
I think for me, just going from year one to year two, just giving myself grace and patience and just continuing that confidence I left from
You've been
Unrivaled
saying
and
that grace and patience shit since LSU. Just giving myself grace.
continuing that coming into this season. I think I've worked on a lot of things this off season. Being healthy is another thing that I'm prioritizing as well. So just being able to be myself, and then all the other things will come. I want to get to the playoffs, and I want to get there bad, and I love to win. And it left a bad taste in my mouth not making the playoffs last year, not being able to help the team. And then also, obviously, I went to the finals too, and just soaking that up and feeling what they were feeling is something that I'm really eager and really, really hungry for.
We'll go to Carly Bell, then Naomi.
Hi, Angel.
That don't sound like it, girl. That just sounds like you just said that just to say that. What is this? What the hell just happened? What the fuck? Okay.
Angel, one thing when I've spoken to your teammates is that they say that you can add about anything to your bag and then it will continue to develop throughout the season. Just in that last preseason game, we saw higher assists numbers from you than we did see last season. What are things about the actual passing game that you have that you want to continue to grow and develop this season?
I don't think it's about growing and develop. It's showing you things that you guys may have not seen. I was the number one wing coming out of high school. When I went into college, I had to transition to be a post player. I've always been a player for the team.
Oh, everything is going on right. That's why I hate being live. There's so many people calling me right now and all kind of shit. Let's go back. Sheesh, my bad.
I was the number one wing coming out of high school. When I went into college, I had to transition to be a post player. I've always been a player for the team. Every team I've been a part of, I've been a player for the team.
No,
and develop. It's showing you things that you
well, we want to hear
continue to develop throughout the season. Just in that last preseason game, we saw higher assists numbers from you than we did see last season. What are things about the actual
Five funky ass assists. They act like this girl, their question, she just framed it like, we seen more, you had more assists in this game than we've ever seen you have before last year. 5 whole assists.
passing game that you have that you want to continue to grow and develop this season?
I don't think it's about growing and develop. It's showing you things that you guys may have not seen.
I don't think it's about growing and developing. Of course you don't. I just doing things you guys haven't seen. I was the number one queen coming out of high school. Girl, that was 6 years ago. 6 years ago. You didn't just come out of high school into the league. You talking about something you did 6 years ago that you haven't done in 6 years? You didn't do it at Maryland. You just said they changed your position to the post, so you wasn't playmaking. You wasn't running point forward, as they call it. LSU, you damn sure wasn't. For the 2-3 years you was over there, damn sure didn't do it rookie season. So you talking about something that you don't need to grow up and develop in the professionals because you was good at it versus high schoolers? This is how dumb you are. You're not even aware of how stupid you sound. I don't need to grow and develop. Y'all just ain't seen this side of me yet. I used to do this in high school 6 years ago against high school competition. So yeah, this is nothing. I can do it's like riding a bike, baby. I can run a PG. You just don't know. You ain't seen me. This girl is so lost. Like it's mind-blowing how dumb she is. I can't help it. Look at her face. She even got a dumb face on her face all the time.
Season.
I don't think it's about growing and develop. It's showing you things that you guys may have not seen. I was the number one wing coming out of high school.
I'm sorry. Kaylin Clark is growing and developing. Any basketball player would tell you there's always room for growth. No matter how good they are, there's always room for growth. I don't think it's about growing and developing. I'm so polished. I'm so good. You guys just don't know how good I am. Oh, continue.
When I went into college, I had to transition to be a post player. I've always been a player for the team. Every team I've been a part of, I've been a player for the team. When I went to Maryland, I was a player for the team and did what I needed to do. When I was at LSU, I was a player that did what the team needed and got a championship, as people can see. Coming here, obviously, Skip was out last game. Coaching.
That's what I mean by the narcissist of this girl. I don't need to grow and develop. I'm a team player. Even went to the. So why didn't work at at Maryland then? Why you didn't win a championship there since you did everything for the team? And you brought that up for LSU though, where you won a championship, where your team was great. You had a great team and a great coach. You had a very good team. Flau'jae Johnson will possibly be the number 1 pick, top 2 pick in the draft when she comes out. She was on your team. Haley Van Lith was just the number 11th pick. She was on your team. Morrow, she was what, the 4th, 5th pick? She was on your team. You was there. That's 4 players that's in the WNBA that was in that start lineup. You sound ridiculous. You had 15 points in that game. You didn't go crazy. You had what, 10 rebounds? Let me know in the chat. How many rebounds did she have in that championship game she won? Was it 10 rebounds? You had 15 and 10. You didn't do no historical numbers or have no crazy game where you just put the team on your back and carried the team to the victory. So I do what I need to do for the team, and we want a ring because of that. Because I did what I needed to do for the team, not because you did what the coach had your ass do for the team. You had no choice. You act like you have choices. You went to Maryland and they said, you know what, young lady? Yeah, we know you was the number 1 wing coming out of high school, but this ain't high school. And you ain't going to be able to get away with that type of stuff that you got away with in high school, with being able to dribble the way you dribble. Your dribble is weak, okay? You travel more than half the time when you got the ball. Yeah, you can pass the ball nicely. She does have nice passes. She know how to put the ball to where the player is going to. And so if somebody cutting back door, Angel Reese standing there, and that's what Kim Mulkey used her at the best. She'd be at that high post, and they run screens off of that high post, and people be cutting back door, and she used to hit people on the money. So she was good at that, and that's how they utilized her, even at Maryland, I believe. Like, no, we're going to take that ball out your hand because, no, this ain't high school. Why you talking about, I don't need to grow and develop? I was the number 1 player in high school. Your college coach said, yeah, but no. Go to the post. Then he found out you can't make layups. And they said, we don't really know what we're going to do with you for real because you can't handle the ball and play make on this level. And then you're really not good at making layups on any level. And so I don't know what we're going to do with you. And she's, I'll leave. And I'll go to LSU. Okay. That's cool. See what Kimoki can do with you. Kimoki said, you got a dog in you. I see the dog in you. I'm going to have you just be a dog roaming around the court, playing tough, playing hard, and making passes and score when you can score. But she ran no offense for Angel Reese. But she didn't have her at the 3-point line either. She had her at the high post. She had her working out from the high post. Whether if she do take somebody off the dribble, it'd be a 1-2 dribble up. Not dribble, trying to get to the lane. No, Kimoki didn't put her in that situation. But catch the ball at that high post right there, jab step somebody, get to the lane, go up strong. She was smooth for that.
Emphasize, I need you to play point guard sometimes. I'm willing to do whatever it is for the team, and I don't do it for you guys and what you guys can see. It's for what my team needs. And I think that's something going into year 2. I don't really care about, I'm sorry, excuse me, but nothing I'll have to say.
Your team don't need you to play point guard. They got Vandersloot, arguably one of the best point guards of all time in WNBA. Arguably. OG, triple OG. They got Ariel Atkins after her. They got Rachel Banham. They don't need you to. They just don't want your ass in that post, clogging up the paint for Camila Cardoso. They trying to free up Camila Cardoso. They don't really know what the hell to do with you. And so Marsh is trying to figure it out because he has you. He has to put you on the floor. You talk so much. You talk so much talk. And you know, again, I think you're a soul seller myself. And so that's why they give you all this pub and they got to do what they do. But girl, you are lost. I need to do for the team. Yeah, your team said, your coach looked at you and said, yeah, you don't need to play in the post. You're not that good in the post. Even though you're 6'4", and you grab rebound after rebound, they're mostly your rebounds. So I'm not stupid to that. So I don't need you grabbing your own misses 3-4 times in a row just to get a bucket. And no. The team is struggling. The rhythm, the chemistry won't be there if they just watching you miss wide open layup after wide open layup and getting a rebound and rebound and rebound. The only person that benefits from that is you. That obviously didn't even get the team to the playoffs. So it doesn't equate to winning. So yeah, let me get you out of the paint and let the person that's efficient inside the paint, which is Camila Cardoso, let me move you out of there and let her work. And then when she's tired of some, Angel's always going to be the first one out of the game. She's going to be the first one. First starter out of the game will always be Angel Reese. Watch. So Camila Cardoso can work. And then when they take Camila Cardoso out, that's maybe when they will switch Angel back. So now she can probably start working the post. Because Marsha's going to find out sooner than later that her handling the ball and you trying to act like she orchestrating the offense, he gonna watch that. He gonna scratch that out very soon. Okay, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Scribble, scratch that out. Okay, no. You better call Kim, sir. You better call Kim and pay attention to how she used Angel, because Angel didn't look this bad as she's been looking since she's been in the league.
Or think or want. I'm doing whatever I need for the team, and that's always my prioritization. And I want to win as bad as everybody else in Chicago wants us to win.
Naomi, third row on your right.
Hi, Angel. Naomi Gray, Chicago Sports Network. Speaking about your team, how special is this team that you have right now? You guys went through training camp, and I'm sure you've seen some differences from the team that was last year compared to now. So what is so special about this group?
Yeah, I think the best thing is having a group that just wants everybody to get better every day. And they push you every day. And even just small things like if I'm shooting a free throw and we're like going at a fast pace and I don't do my routine, they'll be like, hold on, like make sure you do your routine. Or like even if somebody doesn't do the right footwork, like, hey, like that footwork, we're going to need that. So like just the constructive criticism, being able to see like everybody just wants each other to get better. And obviously we need every single piece to make the puzzle, and that puzzle to win that championship, or even just small steps to making the playoffs. So I'm just super excited just to be around women that really want to get better every day and just have the toughness to come and practice every day and just want to just work.
Naomi, third row on your left. Nancy, third row on your left. Sorry.
Angel, Nancy Armour, USA Today Sports. You and Haley only played together 1 year at LSU, but you seem to develop a really good relationship. Can you explain that or detail how that came about, and how excited were you when you saw that this guy had drafted her?
Me and Haley obviously have had a connection.
What's so funny? Like, what was funny about that question? Like, this is how you know she's fake. What was funny about it? Like, she didn't even try to make a joke out of it.
Explain that or detail how that came about, and how excited were you when you saw that this guy had drafted her?
Fake ass laugh. What is that? Why? You just so fake. You fake as hell. Fake as your hair, your nails, your eyebrows.
And how excited were you when you saw that this guy had drafted her?
Me and Haley obviously have had a connection since
Weirdo.
obviously LSU, and I haven't stopped staying in touch with her since she left. Obviously, I think the biggest takeaway from when she was at LSU was we created a friendship, and obviously you don't always get that when players transfer. And me and Haley
So
just
why she
continued.
leave? Why she transferred in? She spent 1 year with you and said, "Nah, I'm out." I know you went to the league, though. I know you went to the league. You wasn't there no more. But she said, "I'm cool with this aura."
To have that friendship, and I used to text her after games, and she would text me and just encourage me, and I would encourage her. And
Why?
now that we both grown on and off the court, I was just like, yes. And we have like a great relationship off the court. We have a lot of similarities too. So I love Haley. I love her family. You'll see her dad a lot. I love her dad too. So I'm just super excited for her to be in the right place. And I tell players all the time, like,
See, again, this is the fakeness. You brought up how you love her and you love her family and all of this, and you guys have a relationship. Why didn't you just talk about her game? Why didn't you talk about her game? That's how did you feel? I was astonished, man, because yeah, she's a true point guard, and we know Vandersloot, you know, she's a little older, so she'll be a great backup to Vandersloot. She's a dog, this, that, and the other. She plays her tails off. You can rely on her. You can count on her. All of that, like basketball talk. Not we're friends and we stayed in touch and text each other and we've grown so much off the court and on the court, and I love her family and I love her. You're phony as hell.
it's about fit. Her being under Sloot, like, that's the best thing that could be possible for her too. So I'm just really excited to play with her. And I told Jeff, like, during the process, I was like, if you want a dog, go get Haley. And I kept telling
what? Say that again. Say that one more time. Doing a puff.
With Jeff, like, during the process, I was like,
doing a process.
If you want to
doing a process. Have a class on how to have class, WNBA. During the process. During the process. You told Jeff during the process to go get Haley. She's a dog. Is that what you just said? Let me wait. I'm about to cook you some more.
To play with her. And I told Jeff, like, during the process, I was like, if you want a dog, go get Haley. And I kept telling him that. And you can see her grit. You can see how hard she works. She's
they got Haley because of Angel. Angel told Jeff what to do, and he went to go get Haley. Go, if you want a dog, go get Haley. Well, guess what, Angel? That's not what they did. They sat right at the 11th spot where they had, and they waited for her to just fall to them. They didn't go get her. Go get her mean they would have moved up to make sure they got her. They would have just 11. They would have just stood there at 11 if they was listening to you to make sure nobody else takes her. Because, I mean, goodness, Haley Van Lith, to me, should have went well before 11th. To me, I think she can play. I think she's a good point guard and will be in this league. So I thought she should have been 5th, 6th, 7th, around there. Not even 8th, 9th, 10th. Or are they really better than Haley Van Lith? I would say probably not, but that's just my opinion, and I really don't know, so I can't speak too much on that. I just felt I've seen her play, and she can play. So I was surprised she fell all the way to 11th, but they didn't move up to go get her. So while you trying to make it seem like as if they listen to you, I mean, how many much better choices is it at the 11th pick when it's only, 12, 13, 14 teams? She's at the end, the ass end of the first round. Like, how many choices is it? We got Haley Van Lith, who could have went 6th, 7th, 8th, 5th, but she's here at 11. Yeah, Angel Reese said, go get her. let me go. No, it's just that's the best. You got lucky that Haley Van Lith was even there. I think it was kind of rigged for her to go there for just hype and whatever, for storylines maybe. Who knows? But I didn't see her fall into 11. And Chicago Sky didn't move up to make sure they got her. You narcissist.
First to get in the gym and the one that last to leave.
We'll stay on the left, fourth row.
Hi, Angel. Deion Miller from ABC7. Last year, you guys struggled with a lot on and off the floor. Coaching change. They brought in a bunch of veterans. Do you feel like what was missing last year is here already? You feel like those pieces are coming together in a different way?
I don't really know what was missing because that was my first year. I had no expectations. And then now it's like,
wait.
we went through that last year.
You don't know basketball.
Is here already. You feel like those pieces, ABC7. Last year, you guys struggled with a lot on and off the floor. Coaching change. They brought in a bunch of veterans. Do you feel like what was missing last year is here already? You feel like those pieces are coming together in a different way?
I don't really know what was missing because that was my first year.
Because I'm dumb. I don't know basketball. I don't know what was missing. What? You don't know what was missing because you was in year one. You never played basketball. You don't know what you just came from a championship team, right? So you should know what it looks like, right? You should know. You also told Dejanay Carrington on your podcast that you were surprised that training camp was so lackadaisical. So you don't know the difference now between this year training camp and the new players you have compared to last year's, what she's asking you, stupid. What's the difference from last year to this year? What do you mean? I don't really know what we needed. You couldn't tell that from training camp that it was lackadaisical, that, we might need a coach that's not going to let us half-ass the drills. That's one. Two, to me, y'all had a better team than you got this year. To me. Y'all had a better roster. You had Trinity Chin Carter, who, to me, talent-wise, one of the most talented guards in the league. Top three. Like that. You had Camila Cardoso, the number 3 pick, who's 6'7", and can do a lot of good things on the court. You had Marina Mayberry, Eminem, sharpshooter, veteran in the league, score at will. You had her. You had Isabel, whatever. She is a good player. Evans coming off the bench for y'all. Y'all had a good little team. You had the little point guard. I forget their name. Dana, I believe, or something like that. Y'all had a pretty good team, in my opinion. And y'all was winning at first. And then it was too much you getting the ball having to go to you all the time. It was too much of that. And Marina Mayberry started to see, y'all not really trying to win. Y'all just trying to get her stats up. I'm smooth. I'm out. Trinity Carter realized we're not really trying to win. We're just trying to get her stats up. And so she started throwing chairs and everything, moving furniture in the locker room. We heard it when Camila Cardoso was at the podium during a press conference after one of the games that y'all lost at the end of the game. And Trinity Carter was going crazy in that game, dropped probably like 30, I think. And so she was very frustrated because yo ass tricked the game off. And the coaches allowed you to. So she was frustrated, moving furniture in that locker room. And end up turmoil in the locker room. And what we find out, everybody talking about how it was so hard to play on that team because you brought all the BS and all the negative energy in that locker room. We're trying to look at it's me too. That's the reality. But for you to say, I don't really know what it was because I didn't know what to expect. I mean, you don't know basketball.
Year, I had no expectations. And then now it's like, damn, we went through that last year. Like we laugh on the bus about some of the things that we went through last year. and just the experiences that we went through last year. And just even talking to like Michaela, I was like, is this your hardest training camp? She was like, yes. So like now I know what to expect. I know what the standard is. Obviously last year I didn't know what the standard was. And now moving forward, like there's a standard set. And Jeff emphasized that in the off season. He was like, there's going to be a standard here that everybody's going to come in every day, win or lose. We're going to work hard. And we're going to give it our all. And that's something that I know like every single day I can get from this group.
Second row on your left, we'll go all the way down. We'll go Jason, Michelle, Alyssa, then Kaylin.
Angel, what are you seeing on the court so far? I know it's only been preseason games and a few weeks of practice, but what are you seeing on the court about the team at large that you feel very encouraged by, that you think is better than where you guys were
last year? Yeah. I think the togetherness. Last year, we didn't lose that many games. I've never lost that many games in my life. And
what?
Even though we lost the other day,
get it together, man. Can you answer a simple? Can you answer a simple question? Listen to what she just said. Listen closely.
Last year, we didn't lose that many games. I've never lost that many games in my life.
We didn't lose that many games. I never lost that many games in my life. In the very next sentence breath. Last year, we didn't lose that many games. I've never lost that many games in my life.
That many games. I've never lost that many games in my life. And even though we lost the other day, it didn't feel like a loss. It felt like a lesson.
It's preseason. It's not. You didn't. It's not. It don't count. It wasn't a loss. It's a learning curve that you guys tried to go out and win that hard. Your coach put all the starters back in because he had to put your ass back in because you had 3 points, 0 rebounds, and about 2 assists. 2 to 3 assists in the fourth quarter. There was no way he could let you go. He could let you. It was no way the Chicago Sky could let you in the game with 3 points, being 2 for 8 or whatever, 1 for 8, damn near. No, there's no way they could do that. Your percentage was like 10% shooting from the field. Going into the fourth quarter, you was 10% from the field. No rebounds. Barely a couple assists. So he said, yeah, let's put her back in, and then let's put all the starters back in so it won't look like we just put her in to pad her stats because they're terrible. So we got to risk our entire starters so Angel Reese can get her stats, which tells me the agenda is still in to make her seem like she's something she's not. And you can tell that by all the foul calls she gets. She gets to the line like she's Michael Jeffrey Jordan. And she just throws her body in there and tosses up whatever, and the rest will blow it. And it's a lot of times where she don't even get touched. But she at the line shooting too. So that's wild to me in itself. But like I said, the coach is already showing they're gonna push the same type of agenda. Angel got to get some kind of numbers. We got to get her numbers. And everybody's going to participate in doing that. From the coaching staff to the ESPN, the media, the Sky organization, to the WNBA and the referees. The memo, the script has been handed out. Angel Reese, blow your whistle. Caitlin Clark, not at all. Didn't go to the line not once in 2 games. Go total up Angel Reese's free throws out of her 3 preseason games. I would love it if somebody in the chat did that. If they tallied up Angel's all her free throws in a preseason game.
That we can work on. It didn't feel like everybody was just beating up on each other in the locker room. Like it just felt like, okay, we can learn from this and we can move on. And I just love that. Like we have a group of leaders, especially bringing in Sloop, bringing in Kia, bringing in Ariel, Rachel, Mariah, Ewell. Like having those vets is just like a breath of fresh air, and like knowing and being directed and having direction. Like
That was the best thing for me. I think even just this off season, just being able to have a great point guard like Chelsea hanging around Ka, like the best thing for me this off season was hanging around vets. And I think coming back to Chicago and having great vets is just going to be great for us.
Hi, Angel. It's Michelle. I'm curious. It feels like every year in the W, they're just breaking new records for growth, attendance, ratings, what have you. The Sky are going to be one of the few teams in this league that will have a dedicated practice facility. I know we're about a year out from that.
Hey, did y'all see how she sat back in her seat when she started talking about attendance and ratings? She's like, oh, God, here we go. Here we go. They're about to do it to me.
Attendance, ratings, what have you. The Sky are going to be one of the few teams in this league that will have a dedicated practice facility. I know we're about a year out from that, but I'm curious, as one of the most prominent athletes in this league, period, how much input did you have in terms of what's going to go into that facility?
Believe it or not.
Before she talked, like, Chad, I need to know, Chad, because
as long as there's a hoop and I can somewhere to put my bag, like I'm cool with hooping.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Coming to Chicago.
You're such a fake. You're such a fake. Because I don't let me pull up what you were saying about the unrivaled having all the amenities and this, that, and the other, and so on and so forth. Now, again, please let me know in the chat somebody who's aware of this, because I've heard that they shut down not building the practice facility for Chicago Sky. That the bank said, nah, we're not going to, nope, we're not invested. Is that true or false? Because now up here they're talking about it as if it's getting built. Please let me know if you heard that as well. And what's the deal on that? I would love to know. Please let me know, chat. Is that practice, was it shut down? Because I don't like getting misinformation. Somebody told me that wasn't even going to happen no more, that she couldn't get the Chicago Sky got denied on the multi-million-dollar practice facility that they were supposed to be getting built for them. So is that true or false? Because up here they talking like it's getting built right now. But let's go.
Chicago, like, obviously other teams were interested in drafting me. I was like, I want to come to Chicago where we can build. You got to start somewhere. And I think people don't realize that. Like, people want to start with all the glitz and glamour. Nah, you got to start where in the gutter. You got to start where it's hard. What? Like, it's not supposed to be easy, and it's supposed to be any handout.
What WTF are you talking about? You wanted to come to Chicago. Hold on.
Coming to Chicago, like, obviously other teams were interested in drafting me. I was like, I want to come to Chicago where we can build. You got to start somewhere.
Oh, no, she didn't. I can't help this. This girl, she can't be helped. Did she just say, of course, other teams were interested in drafting me, but I wanted to come to Chicago? And you got to start somewhere, and you got to start from the bottom, and it need to be hard? What did you just say? So you mean to tell me, and other people that you could have been drafted number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pick. You could have been drafted anywhere right there. But you said, nah, keep me around at the 7th spot for the Chicago Sky. I want to go there where it's hard at, where it's tough, and I got to get it out the mud. You want people to believe that? No wonder you miss these press conferences when it's time to talk basketball and the truth about stuff. You are terrible. Did you just say? Yeah. Let me make sure. Let me make sure my ears ain't. Let me make sure.
Were interested in drafting me. I was like, believe it or not, like.
Believe it or not.
As long as there's a hoop, and I can somewhere to put my bag, like, I'm cool with hooping.
Okay, we don't believe you. We don't believe. So you said, believe it or not, we don't believe you. We need more people.
Coming to Chicago, like, obviously other teams were interested in drafting me.
Obviously, other teams were interested in drafting you. Are you sure? Are you? What gives you that? Because they passed you. You went at almost the end of the first round. 6 teams said no, thank you. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? They was interested in drafting you in the 2nd round if you were around?
I want to come to Chicago where we can build. You got to start somewhere.
Build.
And I think people don't realize that. Like, people want to start with all the glitz and glamour. Nah, you got to start where? In the gutter.
Caitlin Clark started glitz and glamour. They tried to start her in the gutter. They tried to have her take their charter flight, and she got ambushed at the airport. And they said, okay, no longer can she take not charter flights, commercial flights. Excuse me. Got the two. They tried to put her on them commercial flights in preseason last year, and she got ambushed at the airport. And they said, okay, no more. We're going to get charter flights. And of course, we can't just get charter flights for her. So we got to give it to all these heifers. But who had their charter flight from the gate when they gave them to them? And when Caitlin Clark actually spoke out and spoke up about we should have charter flights, they gave it to the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark immediately. Immediately. She didn't have to take no more commercial flights. She didn't have to take no charter buses. Charter flights only. Private team flights only for Caitlin Clark. So when you move the needle, or you are the needle like a Caitlin Clark, and you demand for it to be glitz and glamorous because you bring the demand. You force their hand because they look and say, yeah, that's not going to be safe if we have a Caitlin Clark walking through the airport to take a commercial flight, waiting on a damn flight. We can't, no, we can't do it. She demands us not to be able to do it. Her fan base demands. The demand for Caitlin Clark to see her, be close to her, touch her, get an autograph from her, any of that is so high, we can't risk it. We can't risk anything happening to Caitlin Clark in a freaking airport. So we got to give her charter flights. Immediately, the arena is sold out where the Pacers play. Immediately in Indiana. So, of course, we're not going to play in the high school gyms that we used to play in. We get to play in Gamebridge because it demands. The demand is there. She went to a team that had to get it out the mud just like you. But the demand was there. Ain't no way they're not going to have Caitlin Clark practicing where the Pacers practice and practicing in some D2 school or something like that. It's no way, because her demand, the demand for Caitlin Clark is so high. It's glitz and it's glamorous off the top.
Gutter. You got to start where it's hard. Like, it's not supposed to be easy, and it's supposed to be any handout.
I'm gonna spit out my coffee. You got to start where it's hard. You got to come from the ghetto. You got to come from the projects. If you want to be good, you got to come from the projects. Well, look how she said. You want to be. So why you didn't go? So when you chose your college, why did you choose a Power 5 school, Power 4 school? Why didn't you go to where it's hard at? Why you didn't go to HBCU? Because it's hard there. That's the sticks. That's the bottom. Why didn't your unapologetically black ass go to HBCU? Huh? Why you didn't do that? Because you want to be so hard. You want to get it from the bottom, out the mud. And why you didn't take your ass to Spelman or something? Huh? Why you didn't go there? So you use a lie. Use a complete lie. I wanted to start with Chicago because I wanted to start hard and from the bottom. Okay, and why you went to LSU? Prestige. Huh? Why'd you go to LSU then? Why'd you go to Maryland? Those are your choices. You didn't get to choose Chicago, like you acting and talking like as if you chose Chicago Sky. No, you chose Maryland and you chose LSU. You didn't choose an HBCU. Lies.
I don't really know what's going on with the practice facility as far as the inside. I know they're building it, obviously. I know they're prioritizing certain things as far as recovery and like being able to have multiple courts and multiple gyms. But as long as there's a basketball and a hoop I can put the ball in, I'm good.
Are there certain
Baby girl, there is a basketball and a basketball hoop that you cannot put the basketball in. There is one. And that's a big problem. As long as there's a basketball court and a hoop, as long as it's a basketball and a hoop, I can put the ball in. The problem is you can't put the ball in the hoop. Oops. Did we just tell the truth? The problem is you can't put the ball in the hoop, girl. So it don't matter to you, huh? It don't matter to you because basketball don't matter to you. Your energy in this whole 8 minutes of talking basketball and your new team and teammates and your new role, you look paranoid. You look like you answering questions in an interrogation room with the FBI. Like they got some dirt on you and they finna to lock you up for 20. That's how you answering these questions. You answering these questions like, where is my lawyer? Should I be answering this? Should I say anything? Lord, she looking for her lawyer. Help. I don't know these questions. I don't know the answers. I don't got the answer. Anything I say will be used against me in the court of public opinion. Goddamn
right. Amenities that are more important to you than others?
Say it again.
Are there certain amenities that are more important to you than others?
I think being able just to have.
See, that's a question for a narcissist. That's a question for a look at me person. She just asked her, or are you looking forward to the amenities? Like, are they the most important thing to you? Is it amenities? Because we see, what she's really saying is, we see you don't love basketball, Angel. So are you looking forward to the amenities? Because like hot tubs and spa days with your girls and getting your feet and your eyebrows done and your hair did. Is that what you're mostly looking forward to? That's what she's saying. Because it ain't basketball. It ain't basketball. So all that, just give me a hoop and a basketball and I can put the best. No, we don't see that. That's not what the reporters see in Chicago. See, and these are Chicago reporters, ladies and gentlemen. These ain't other people trying to trick her up. They really confused about her. And what's her motive? What's her real? Is she really inspired by basketball? And is she really trying to win? And these are underlying questions to say, yeah, let's see how you thinking. Yeah, is it amenities? Let me go back. Let's go back a little bit.
They're building it, obviously. Mm-hmm. I know they're prioritizing certain things as far as recovery and like being able to have multiple courts and multiple gyms. But as long as there's a basketball and a hoop, I can put the ball in. I'm good.
Are there certain amenities that are more important to you than others?
Say it again.
Are there certain amenities that are more important to you than others?
Because you don't like basketball.
I think being able just to have recovery on site, on standby. Having masseuse. I think recovery is the most important thing. And just seeing my teammates that have been playing 8-9 years and talking to them like, how are you guys still doing this? Sloot looks like a oil machine. She looks like she's 21. But like just being able to see that and learn from them. And I think the best thing was going to Unrivaled and seeing everything they had in there. The weight room was probably the size of this room. Being able to have masseuse, being able to have a chef, being able to have those things. So there's a standard. And like I was texting Ann and Jeff every day, like, hey, like these are things we need back in Chicago, and they were listening. So obviously you can see like they're super responsive here.
I was texting Jeff, just the things that we need, okay? Because I'm running the show here. This girl is something different. She really, and the good job by this reporter, because she really set her up. She really set her up. She said in the beginning, matter of fact, I don't want to misquote her beginning question.
Being able to have multiple courts and multiple gyms, but we're in the gutter. You got to start where it's hard. Like it's not supposed to be easy, and there's supposed to be any handouts. So I don't really know what's going on in Chicago. Like obviously, believe it or not, like
as long as believe you.
Period. How much input
Right here. She set her up.
Be one of the few teams in this league that will have a dedicated practice facility. I know we're about a year out from that, but I'm curious, as one of the most prominent athletes in this league, period, how much input did you have in terms of what's going to go into that?
She even hit her with the period. Like, period. That's how black girls, they use that. Oh, you look good, girl, period. Like shit like that. So you're one of the most prominent athletes in this sport, period. How much input did you have in this new practice facility? This is a setup question. Because they know you're a narcissist and they know you like to talk about you. So she asking you, and she says you're like she your homegirl talking with you, period. So you can get a little comfortable because, like I said, you up there like you're talking to the FBI. You up there looking like you're getting investigated by the FBI right now. You're getting questioned by the FBI. Goodness gracious, this is basketball. They're talking basketball. Relax. Excuse me, I'm sorry for that. It's just, look at her face. I just can't stand it. That face on her face. That face on her face is ridiculous. It's retarded. She looks scared as all outdoors. Why? Your body language is crazy. And I can't even see your shoulders because you got all of this wig or whatever, and he got the nerve to put baby hair. What is this? What is these? Okay, never mind. Let me stop. All right.
Facility. Believe it or not, like as long as there's a hoop.
And she didn't fall for it. She didn't fall for it. I'm gonna give her a little bit of credit now. She didn't fall for the okie doke because she would have fell for that. Girl, yeah, I've got a lot of stuff, but then she ended up falling for it at the end, where she goes, I was texting Jeff and this, that, and the other, because the lady, she further went into like, what about the amenities? What's your favorite? What's your most important with the amenities? Then she got to talk about the spa, the masseuses and recovery. And then she gonna start talking about the eating, the chefs, and she started talking about Unrivaled. And now, yeah, I was seeing what Unrivaled got, and I was telling Jeff, this is the standard. This is what we need to do. And so, yeah, like as if she gonna have a part to play in what they put in Chicago Sky's practice facility. Sheesh.
Show with Kia, Ariel, what they trusted and believed in, and you're gonna see, like, once we get that.
Oh yeah.
It's just small baby steps. Being able to have the meals right. And they were listening. So obviously you can see like they're super responsive here, and I'm just super excited to be here.
We'll go to Alyssa, Kaylin, then Chris. One each, please. One each.
Just following up on that topic, Angel, have there been any small upgrades in the resources available to you guys as players, like any small things with recovery or in any of those areas compared to last season?
Yeah, just like meals, being able to have the meals like right before practice, right after practice, right before the plane. Sometimes we used to get like sandwiches, but like everything's just a hot meal, ready to go now. And I love that part. We got new apartments, which are great too. So I think it's just small baby steps. And I think everybody
hot meals, and Hot Wheels. We got hot meals. Girl, I told you this is prison ball. This is prison ball at its finest. They gave us sales. We got sales now. We're not sleeping outside in the day room on a cot. We got our actual sales. She's talking about apartment. We got our what? Apartments? What are you talking about? This you got dorm rooms? What the? Again, I'm confused. Y'all supposed to be professionals. This supposed to be a professional league. What the hell you mean y'all got dorm rooms? Don't you got your own shit? I'm sure you do. So what are you even bringing up apartments? We got apartments. What? Who needs the apartment? I'm confused. I'm so confused. This is not high school. It's not a prep school. This ain't a dorm school. The college, okay? You know, anywhere ain't no dorm rooms. Go buy your own damn apartment. What do you mean? Indiana Fever didn't have no damn apartments for Caitlin Clark. She waited till she found her spot. She stayed in a nice, luxurious 5-4-star hotel until her spot was ready. Till she found where she wanted to live. That's what most professionals do. When they get traded or they sign with a new team, they go and look for a place. The team don't provide them with dorm rooms. I'm confused.
Part. We got new apartments, which are great too. So I think it's just small baby steps. And I think everybody coming here, I think me and talking to Jeff, like, if you can come here in the trenches, like, and you wanted to come here in the trenches, you're meant to be here when it's time to shine and walk that red carpet. And from free agency, like, it was a risk take coming here. Like, we don't have a practice facility, and it goes to show, like, what Sloot wanted. It goes to show what Kia, Ariel, what they trusted and believed in. And you're gonna see, like, once we get that practice facility, everybody
okay. Oh,
gonna be trying to come to Chicago, but the door gonna be shut. Nah, just kidding. We still got accept
you're so cringe. You are so cringe. Let's rewind that a little bit, and I'm gonna cook it.
Facility, and it goes to show, like, what Sloot wanted. It goes to show what Kia, Ariel, what they trusted and believed in. And you're gonna see, like, once we get that practice facility, everybody gonna be trying to come to Chicago, but the door gonna be shut. Nah, just kidding. We still got accept free agencies, but I'm just super excited.
Wow. Okay, that's your first smile that you really did, and it was so fake and it was forceful. Girl, you said that last offseason that everybody want to come play with you. You said that last offseason, everybody want to come play with you. And if I'm not mistaken, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Didn't Ariel Atkins get traded there? Didn't they make a trade for her? I don't know. I'm asking. I'm not positive. I thought they made a trade. I'm sure they made a trade for one of those she just named. Vandersloot. Did she just sign? Was she a free agent and just signed with them? I think Vandersloot was a free agent and just signed with them. But Ariel Atkins, I believe, after them picks, he said, yeah, I believe Ariel Atkins was traded there. Okay, all right. The Pope knows women's basketball. Ariel Atkins was traded there. What about Kia Nurse? Was Kia Nurse a free agent? I'm trying to find out all the free agents that was glamoring that couldn't wait to go to Chicago. Because Ariel Atkins was traded there. Was Vandersloot traded there, or was she a free agent? I thought she was a free agent. I believe for sure that she was a free agent. But Kia Nurse, was she a free agent? Was she with NBA thinks the Indiana Fever going to stay? Wait, Airhead, no player wants to go play. Okay, all right. Don't trip. I just know Kia Nurse was a free. Okay, thank you, Free Mind. Okay, so it's Ariel Atkins, the only one that was traded there. Rebecca Allen, I think she was a free agent too. But okay. So Vandersloot on her last leg, basically, and she has ties with Chicago Sky. So, okay. So she went back home to play with them, and I wouldn't be surprised if they forced her to do that. Like, if you want to stay in this league, we need you to go over here so you can help this girl right here look like something. So we need to put her a point guard. I wouldn't be surprised. Laugh at my Sky. Somebody asked the free agent Sky or son. All right, let's get back. But don't nobody want to come play with you, girl. You miss layups. They can drop you a dime. You can be wide open, and you will blow the layup more times than not.
Excited just to be here and just be around.
We'll go to Kalen.
Hey, Angel. Compared to last year, Coach March has put in a completely new system.
Y'all see that? I think his name is Kalen. She said Caitlin. Oh God, where is she? Caitlin's coming for you.
Just to be here and just be around.
Watch this.
We'll go to Kalen.
Hey, Angel. Compared to last year, Mark.
Spooky. She looked around. Did he say Caitlin? Let's go to Caitlin. Where is Caitlin? It's Caitlin, baby. Caitlin. Not Caitlin. Caitlin. Okay, you cool. Don't trip.
just to be here and just be around.
We'll go to Kaylin.
Hey, Angel, compared to last year, Mark.
She said, Caitlin, look. Caitlin, oh, God. Is Caitlin here? The real me too. The real me too. And she quick. Oh, shit, Caitlin. The real me too is here. Oh, Lord, we're going to do a presser together? Please don't set me up. She thought she got set up. Oh, it's Kaylin, baby. It's Kay. It's okay. It's okay. CC not there for you. She ain't coming for you yet. We'll see you Saturday.
We'll go to Kaylin.
Hey, Angel, compared to last year, Coach March has put in a completely new system here. How comfortable, it's only been a few preseason games, but how comfortable would you say if you've gotten in the system, and you alluded to it earlier, but how much potential do you think this team has right now?
Yeah, I feel like my old AAU self, just getting a rebound and pushing and just being super versatile. Obviously, it's an adjustment from last game. Sleep wasn't playing, so it's hard to get rebounds from 3-point line running in.
So yeah, because I only had 3 rebounds, and but you just contradicted yourself. You just say you love getting a rebound and pushing it, and then in the next breath, you go into it's hard getting rebounds because would you just remember you only got 3 rebounds last game? You just remember that? And so you have to remember, damn, wait, I didn't get rebounds last game. Shit. It's hard getting rebounds when you're at the 3-point line, man. Okay? But I love getting a rebound and pushing it.
Rebounds wins championships, and I know my teammates are going to need me to still continue to do that, but obviously
I've never heard a coach tell me rebounds wins championships. I'm a coach. I've never told my team rebounds win championships. Rebounds definitely are a huge part of winning. You have to rebound in basketball. But that's not a saying. You don't take a team and say, hey, what wins championships? Ain't nobody going to say rebounds. No. You are so funny, little girl. If everybody goes, defense wins championships. That's what all coaches preach. That's good coaches that knows better, because that's the truth. Defense, you can stop a player all day long. Because let me learn you something. If there's a score that, let's say, both teams are playing crazy defense, and the score happens to be 10-11, and the team with 11, of course, they won. But do you know what that means? That if the full 4 quarters of a game, only the highest point score was 11 points, that means it was a lot of misses and a whole lot of rebounding going on both sides. Bunch of rebounds from a bunch of misses. But that ain't going to win you the game. So win you the game is that team that held the team to 10 points from defense, locking them down. That wins championships, Angel, not rebounds. This girl is lost.
Obviously, if I'm on the perimeter a lot, it might take away from that, but that's not going to stop me from going in there.
Stop me.
Adjustment.
Look at okay. My bad. I'm
how comfortable.
But watch how she tries to correct herself as she realizes, damn, I just said that. Wait, but this is what it is, and this would just happen. And so, no, that's not it. Okay, so this is it, and then make an excuse for it. Watch.
Games, but how comfortable would you say if you've gotten in the system, and you alluded to it earlier, but how much potential do you think this team has right now?
Yeah, I feel like my old AAU self, just getting a rebound and pushing and just being super versatile. Obviously, it's an adjustment from last game. Sleep wasn't playing, so it's hard to get rebounds from 3-point line running in. Obviously,
nobody's laughing. Stop laughing at yourself.
Wins championships, and I know my teammates are going to need me to still continue to do that, but obviously if I'm on the perimeter a lot, it might take away from that, but that's not going to stop me from going in there and wanting to bang and battle. But it's just patience, learning new systems and learning new ways. I really enjoyed Tyler just being open and transparent, things that I'm good at and things that I need to work on, and that's just something I really love.
Oh yeah, Tyler done told you. You trash. You can't make layups. We're going to stitch you out here, okay? Is that what Tyler told you? Did Tyler, Coach Marsh, did he say you're terrible? Hold on, let me make sure. I got my boogies. All right, did he tell you you're terrible at making layups? Just doing layups? Did he tell you your form looks insane? Did he let you know these things?
We'll go to Chris.
Angel, what did winning Unrivaled Defensive Player of the Year mean for you?
It meant a lot because going into it, I mean, I knew what I was working on offensively and being healthy and coming back, and I was like, let's focus on one thing going into here, and that's defense. And I think some of the best players play both sides of the ball, and I watched like Asia and watching Nafisa, like they don't have their motor is like through the roof, and that's what I want to like just be able to hold on to. I don't think anybody can take that from them, being able to go and go and go offensively and defensively. I know my offensive game has time to catch up and can catch up, and I'm only a sophomore now. I guess it's that second year now, but like defense is something I can do right away. I can always impact, and that's something I always can bring to the team. And as you can see this year, they really emphasize on defense. So I want to be on off defensive team this year. Like the best players in this league are the fours, and I take that personal. So just going into it every night and with that matchup is just something.
Angel, you're terrible on defense. Let me learn you something. Don't make me pull up all the clips that I have, all the bloopy clips and reels that I have of her not playing good defense, getting cooked on defense. So again, this narrative that she's a lockdown defender is insane. It's made up. It's fabricated. She is not at all. She be lost on defense. And a lot of people don't pay attention to it because, again, it's not offense. And when somebody's on offense, you're usually looking at the offensive players and how the offense is running, but you're not paying attention to the player who's playing off-ball defense. You're not looking at how they're not helping rotate. You're not looking at how they just out of place all the time or didn't close out properly. You're not paying attention to those things. So she get away with a lot of stuff, and you can just say, hey, yeah, she plays great defense, but people not really paying attention to how she plays defense. I pay attention to it all. Again, I coach this game, man, and I win a whole lot. I do way more winning championships than losing them. So I pay attention to all of that type of stuff that's going on. How did you box out, close out, help side, everything? And when I watch her, she be lost. She be lost on defense all the time. So that all this talking, that's just talk. You could say you're a great defensive player, but yeah, Fee just gave you 26 the other night. Hello.
Something I really take it to.
6'4", and don't even average a block a game. But you take pride in defense. You 6'4", you a 6'4" woman, and you don't even average a full block. And you're the most block shot player in the league. You lead the league in getting your shot blocked. But yeah, you don't block nobody's shot. It's so easy to block your shot. For a midget can block your shot because you bring it down to your hip. And no wonder you missed because you're doing a layup from here. Here she go. Got him. No, stupid. Okay, so you my bad. I'm sorry, man. I knew this was gonna be a fun live because this girl is really delusional. Man, don't block no shots, but yeah, she's a defensive presence.
Your left, Katie, and then we'll go to Christian, and then we'll go to David, and then we'll close with in-person.
Hi, Angel. Katie with CHGO. Are you setting any personal goals for yourself as far as statistics, all-star team, nothing like that?
No.
And then any areas of focus for yourself going into year two?
Just consistency and being confident, and just being efficient, and just being able to be myself. And like I was saying, like,
so far no good. So far no good with being consistent and confident. Because right now you have no confidence in this press conference. That's crazy. But efficiency, consistency, yeah, nope. That's not you already. It's just unrivaled, and you're in the new preseason. You're terrible.
not worrying about anything else but me and just trusting the process. It's
Angel,
not going to
nobody
happen
died.
overnight. Like, don't be expecting me to come down and shoot 6, 7 threes a night. Like, obviously, that's what I'm working on. But like,
Yeah,
it's just a confidence piece.
Obviously, that's what you're working on. But don't expect me to really do it. Don't expect me to show you what I've been working on. Don't expect me to shoot and make three-pointers, even though that's what all my training videos that I've put out during this offseason consist of. But let me let y'all know that was a fraud. That was fake. That was a facade. I was just... I'm not going to really be able to do that. Here's Angel admitting she's not going to be able to shoot the three-point shots that she was doing all off season. And then she went to some crazy number, like don't expect 6 to 7 threes. No, but can we expect 4 to 3 and you making half of those? You've been working on it like that's the case. You sure have been showing us that look, this is what's to come, Chicago Sky Angel Reese fans. You're gonna see me running the PG and shooting the deep three like CC. Look at ass.
Piece, like taking the shots that I was hesitating on last year, and just building off that. Like I said in college, like I did what I needed to do as far as like being a post, and I didn't take that many threes in college because I did my role and I played my role and did what I needed to do for the team. And now just getting comfortable.
Not because you can't shoot them. So see again, so you are really, I can't stand you, little girl. So now because you didn't take the threes in college. Because Kim Mulkey definitely, again, if your coach see you in practice knocking down threes, they're not going to say, hey, we're just going to stick you in the post and that's it. They will make sure to put you in a position to be at that three-point line to do what you were showing them in practice. They obviously don't have you doing those things because they see you can't do it in practice. In practice, before practice, after practices, there's things called shoot-arounds. There's things when the players get in there, they get to just shooting before the coach say baseline. And the coaches will just be standing around while the players is just shooting around, and the players is just the coaches just looking and chopping it up amongst each other and watching the players just shoot around. I'm sure they've seen you shoot the ball many, many, many times. And yet never did they want to stick your ass at the three-point line. That's glaring. If you could help score threes and stretch the floor because you're good at it, then they would have you do it. But since you're not good at it, they don't have you do it. So it's not because you want to play this role for LSU or you want to do that. No, you can't do it. You're challenged at it. That boy. This is insanity.
And just building off that, like I said in college, like I did what I needed to do as far as like being a post, and I didn't take that many threes in college because I did my role and I played my role and did what I needed to do for the team. And now just getting comfortable and getting confident. My coaches and my teammates put a lot of confidence in me each game. So I just love just being a part of that, but just giving myself.
What did I just do?
Grace and just giving myself patience.
Giving myself grace.
Hi, Angel. Hi. Christian Conway, Winsider. So we heard earlier Tyler just speaking so positively about you. And I know there's a lot of people who may not be familiar with the things that you already had in your bag, and you spoke about that. How do you feel about Tyler actually just having all this confidence for you to show what's already in your bag, like being the point forward, the ball handling, things like that?
Yeah, talking to him through the process of him getting like hired and stuff like that, he came down.
I'm sorry, I had to rewind that. I wasn't listening.
I didn't take that many threes.
I was reading the chat. I didn't hear that question. I got to hear this question. Hold on.
In college because I did my role and I played my role and did what I needed to do for the team. And now just getting comfortable and getting confident. My coaches and my teammates put a lot of confidence in me each game. So I just love just being a part of that, but just giving myself grace and just giving myself patience.
Hi, Angel. Christian Conway Winsider. So we heard earlier Tyler just speaking so positively about you, and I know there's a lot of people who may not be familiar with the things that you already had in your bag, and you spoke about that. How do you feel about Tyler actually just having all this confidence for you to show what's already in your bag, like being the point forward, the ball handling, things like that?
Yeah, talking to him.
She's not a point forward. Before she answered, let me answer. First of all, Miss whoever you was, she's not a point forward. Stop it. She doesn't bring the ball up and orchestrate the offense. She stands outside the three, and they pass her the ball on the wing, and people start cutting and movements are happening. Or Camila Cardoso is right there for Angel to pass the ball to in the post, so that way it can keep the defenders out of the paint so Camila Cardoso can work. He don't have – it's the opposite of him having confidence in her. He has less confidence in her while he moved her ass out the way. Get out the way. That's what his offense is, Angel. Get your ass out the way. You in the way. And since I have to put up with this, I have to go by this script, you have to be on the floor because the WNBA, for some odd reason, you must be a soul seller, like I said, they want you to be on the floor. Because if it was up to most coaches, good coaches, your ass would be benched. You can't make layups. You can't play for most coaches. You're a post that can't make layups. You can't shoot threes. You're not a real good perimeter shooter. You're not a good ball handler. You're not a good defender. All you are, what you're great at, is grabbing your own misses. That's it. You're great at grabbing your own misses. And there's so many of them, you tally up a lot of rebounds, offensive ones. And they glorify it like you're just a dog out there. You're so tenacious. You're so energetic. No, you're energetic about grabbing your own damn misses. That's it. You ain't energetic about nothing else unless you see you got 8 points and there's 2 minutes left or 1 minute left in the game. And no matter if you're down by 20 or up by 20, you're going to try your darndest to get that 10th point or that 10th rebound to make it a double-double. 10 and 10. Oh, you feel like they coming to watch because of you too.
Through the process of him getting like hired and stuff like that, he came down to Miami and was just kind of told me like, this is what I need you to do. Like, I need you to be a lot of things for us and not just one thing. Everybody in the country knows I can rebound. I think everybody knows that offensively and defensively, but I can bring more to the table, and he wants me to showcase everything. Like he always tells me, like, your potential is through the roof. Like, you can continue to do great things and just continue to just have confidence in yourself. I think the best thing is to have a confident coach and a coach that really believes in you.
You don't have confidence in yourself? The player that said, I want you to know everybody's watching women's basketball because of me too doesn't have confidence? That's weird. You would think a person that says everybody's watching women's basketball not just because of one person, it's because of me too. A person that has tweeted that even. Yeah, it ain't one person that's on our charter flight. Y'all remember that tweet? It ain't one person that got us this charter flight yet. You don't got confidence? All that shit talking you do. You don't got confidence. You need to be paid more and so on and so forth because your game is inspirational. But you don't got confidence.
Every part of my career that I was successful at LSU, I had Kim Mulkey. She believes in me. She trusted me. Now being here and like being able to have a coach that really trusts and believes in me has showed great results. So,
so Tina, what's her name? Weatherspoon. She didn't trust in you. All the touches in the paint you got last year, she didn't show trust in you. You acted like she died or something when they fired her. So I'm sure she was putting a lot of confidence in you because the team and the offense was geared and built around you. So that's showing all the trust and confidence in you in the world and saying, we're going to just keep dumping it down to you, even though you just keep missing and keep missing and keep missing. Another miss. Bloopy, bloopy, another bloopy. Bloopy after bloopy. Bang after bang. And that probably destroyed your confidence, to see that you're the worst WNBA player to behind 5 foot. You got the worst average. To see that you got the most, your shot get blocked more than anybody else in the league. You're the worst. Inefficiency for high use players, high usage players, you're the worst. You're the worst in so many categories. Yeah, that would mess with anybody's confidence. Wait, I'm the worst at doing layups. It's documented. It's here. It's evident. I'm the worst. I'm the last when it comes to getting my shot blocked. Wow. I'm last in this, that, and that. You're the worst.
Just happy to just be here and just be a part of this.
Yeah.
We'll go to David, and then we have one quick question on Zoom.
You don't look happy.
Hi, Angel. David Moses with the Big
Hold on,
Media.
David Mosley.
Able to have a coach that really trusts and believes me has showed great results. So I'm just happy to just be here and just be a part of this.
You don't look like it. Look at that smile. You don't look like it. You said what came out your mouth don't go with your body language.
And then we have one quick question on Zoom.
Hi, Angel. David Moses with the Bigs Media. Last year, you made a powerful statement saying the reason people are watching women's basketball is not just because of one player, but because of you two. A year later, do you feel like you're
Next question.
Ouchie.
Move on. Thank you. Move on to Zoom.
Hey, look, they try to save her. They try to save her. We'll move on. We'll move on. Okay, yep, nope. We'll move on. She's scared of that question. Wait, why are you scared of the question, Angel? Because think about this. If you was actually bringing in the viewership, if you was actually bringing in the attendance, you would have answered that. Oh, you wouldn't have skipped that question. If you was doing numbers, you wouldn't have skipped that question. Let me learn y'all something, because I didn't even learn y'all this in the beginning when we went over this. You skipped that question because now it's out. You are the least watched player out of everybody now. When your games was on and Unrivaled, you got the least viewership out of everybody. Your games was the least watched. When you just had your preseason opener and all that at Chicago Sky and only had 4,000 in attendance, that was the lowest out of everybody. The other teams had 7,000, 8,000, 17,000, 15,000. Yours was the low, unless Atlanta Dream might have tied with you because they only seat 4,000 in their arena. And it was filled up when Caitlin Clark went. Every 4,000 seated little arena, it was people butts in the seats. But you have the lowest numbers out of everybody. So the crazy thing, you see how God don't like ugly? The fact that you came out and tried to look at me, it's because of me too. Y'all gonna know that. I want you to know that too. Remember, you said you wanted us to know that. Out your own mouth, you said, I want y'all to know that too. So here goes a reporter said, hey, yo, full circle moment. Now all the evidence is out there of who really getting watched and who's not. Anything you want to say about that? Next question. Next question, please. I told you she in there like I'm telling you, she acting as if she's in a FBI interrogation room facing 10 to 20 years. And she's looking for her lawyer. And I don't want to. The lawyer said, don't answer that. Next question. Okay, let's move on. No, she's not going to answer that. Lady, you said it yourself. He didn't try to trap you with a trick question. He asked you to expound. Now that we have a year of evidence, we come to a full circle and we have a year of evidence to show who people really coming to see and paying money for. Anything to say? Next question. Slapped you in the face. See how you stuck your foot in your mouth and your ass? You are the least watched player in the WNBA now. Mrs. Me Too. That got to hurt. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth looking ass. I'm telling you, she in the and they saved her. Yeah, let's move on. Next question. Who's next? David, like, what I do, bro? David, like, I came here, I can't get my question answered. Y'all just gonna move on? What if she said that to everybody all damn press conference? Next question. Sheesh. I didn't ask you nothing derogative or negative. You said everybody came to watch because of you two, and you just wanted everybody to know that. So now, since you said that, and I've looked and watched, and I see what it is, I want to know how you feel about that. The people want to know. You got memes all over the place talking about everybody me too. You got memes all over the place, girl. Can you let off a little steam about them memes? Because we would like to know. We would like to know, Angel. All right, let's get Angel up out of here, man. That's enough of Angel Reese. But now we gotta bring in Angel Reese. I gotta use the bathroom so bad. Y'all gonna have to give me a little 5-minute break, man. I mean, a little 2-minute break. We're gonna play that Kayla's Coming For You while I go use this restroom and take my little breezy break. Oh, yeah, because we got to talk about it. No, not that. CC for you, CC 22 part 2. When I come back, we're going to cook up. Come on, man, what the hell? We're going to cook up on this Mason Wilson. You got me squirming like Angel Reese up here.
CC for you.
CC like Angel Reese up here.
Yeah, two. Let's get it. Caitlin's coming for you. What's with all the hype? Is it all because she white? Caitlin's coming for you. Nah, she a dog. She can ball like she might. Caitlin's coming for you. Soaring through the sky, it's a Hawkeye legend. Caitlin's coming for you. Now the fever on fire, WNBA jam. Fast break, she on the move. Go hard, win or lose. Dog on the court, but show charm in an interview. Even though they all hating, even though it's all Caitlyn. Sorry, bust your balls, but this year gonna be hard breaking. MVP, bad dad, logo 3-step bags. No look past, catch that. Nike couldn't check that. So check that, hating at the door. We in year 2 with debating if she the GOAT. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Rumble CC like Muhammad Ali. Shake the haters off like John the Liquidator. They games premature, should be baller than incubators. Keep putting ink to paper, keep signing for meals. If they try to lock you out, they'll be shining your wheels. Working at a car wash, cause most of them all wash. Claiming they the reason that most of us all watch.
Not just because of one person, it's because of me too.
What's with all the hype? Is it all because she white? Caitlin's coming for you. Nah, she a dog, she can ball like she might. Caitlin's coming for you. Soaring through the sky, it's a Hawkeye legend. Caitlin's coming for you. Now the fever on fire, WNBA jam. Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Nah, that's Angel Reese dropping turds on the game. Not working on the game, not deserving of the fame. Missing wide open lanes like she played with a broken wing. Seemed hopeless, man, Lisa Leslie couldn't fix it. We scream floopies, bang, that bang getting ridiculous. Tried to poke the bear, but we laughing cause she ticklish. Can't see me no man, CC, shoot it from a distance. Shoot it with persistence, do it so consistently. 6 overall with efficient. See, still receive hate so persistently. Microwave their game, cook their game in an instant. Pinpoint pretty passes, do it with precision. And you can't see the difference, you tripping. Caitlyn is the type that can lift all boats, but poke holes, and it's all she wrote. We want all the smoke. Caitlyn's coming for you. What's with all the hype? Is it all because she white? Caitlyn's coming for you. Nah, she a dog, she can ball like she might. Caitlin's coming for you. Soaring through the sky, it's a Hawkeye legend. Caitlin's coming for you. Now the fever on fire, WNBA jam.
CC Caitlin's coming for you. And I just want people to know it's because of me too. Ha! Laughed at her silly self. All right, now make sure we hitting the like button, subscribe to the channel. Y'all not gonna want to miss this next segue. Y'all not gonna want to miss this. Trust me, it's about to get ugly. It's about to get ugly. Let's bring it up. No more further ado. We got to come through with this Asia Wilson race baiting versus the Caucasian. Let me come here. Stop calling me. Okay. All right. We got to come here, bring this on up. Shout out to the 137 people or 27 people that's in the building. All right. Now, let's get into Asia Wilson, man. Just had her shoe come out. Shoe said it sold out in 5 minutes. What did they sell? 5 of them? And that's what I would really like to know. How many shoes did y'all put out? Because that to me sounds fishy. Ain't nobody buying no Asia Wilson shoe. And she know it. That's why she claiming racism. Because probably her team had to buy all the shoes. So they didn't really make no money because her team had to spend money to try to act like as if she got sold the shit out. If she sold, they bought all them shoes, they damn selves, and acted as if she sold it out. I'm no dummy. There's no demand. Her jersey, she's not even top ranked in jersey sales. She's not even top 3 in jersey sales. Ain't nobody rushing to buy her shoes. Are you kidding me? So, of course, y'all just tell lies and y'all think people are supposed to just be dumb to it. No, the math don't math. She don't have barely anybody coming up to her games. Don't nobody go to no Las Vegas Aces game. She in the heart of Las Vegas where you're talking about people come in, different strokes of different folks of all walks of life coming to Vegas all year long. And they can't fill up their arena. So here goes a lady who plays they don't even play in the T-Mobile arena. That's only probably a 13,000, 14, maybe 15,000 seater. I've been in there many times. They don't even play in that arena. That's next to the Tropicana, on Tropicana, next to again, right off the 15 freeway, T-Mobile arena. They don't play there. Right next to New York, and all that good stuff. I'm very familiar with the T-Mobile. They don't play there. But she's selling out shoes in 5 minutes? Yeah, right. Yeah. You can't pee on me and tell me it's raining, man. You can't do it. I'm not foolish. And that's why she claiming racism, because she know her team had to go buy all of them shoes, they damn selves, to make it look like she's likable or she's marketable. But here she is telling you, I'm not marketable. Same script. This is, and think about the timelines. Asa Wilson did this last year around the same very time, called racism, and that Caitlin Clark, she's getting all the pub because she's white, and she doesn't get, Asia Wilson herself doesn't get no pub because she's a black woman. And it's so hard for black women in America, in the WNBA. In the WNBA. Hold on 1 second. I'm getting too many. All right. So yeah, let's read this. Asia Wilson, a prominent player in the WNBA, has been vocal about her experiences and observations regarding racial inequalities within the league and the broader sports landscape. She has spoken about the challenges faced by black women in gaining recognition and opportunities, particularly in comparison to their white counterparts. Okay. So again, the league is predominantly black. So I guess, this is how dumb this is in itself. The league is racist against black women. They don't market us right. But yet they've subsidized a league that's predominantly black for 30 years, losing money for 30 years. and black women have been the head of the league for 30 years until now. I had to pause. How is a league that's biased about your skin color kept you around? Why would they keep you around and you ain't making them no money? You actually losing them money every year. But yet they keep the league afloat for y'all to have something. But they're racist. Okay. Wilson claims in context. Racial bias and recognition. Wilson has expressed that black women in the WNBA, despite their talent and achievements, often receive less attention and fewer endorsement opportunities than white players. Okay, well, let me learn you something. How do you carry yourself? Do you carry yourself where a multi-million or billion-dollar company wants to have you a part of their situation? When you get asked at the USA Olympic Games about Khalil Cooper, how she played in that game, and you say, she that bitch? Yeah, all of the the big companies that could give you endorsements, they said, nah. When you talk like she that bitch, and you're on a world stage, nah, no thank you. When you come out and say, oh, it's racism, they're going to say, nah, we don't want to deal with that. No thank you. When you come out during All-Star break and you say, we need a longer break, we're dead tired, we need to rest and this, that, and the other, and you only play 40 games, but yeah, you claim you want more money, but you're so tired, you're exhausted during the halfway point of a 40-game season, and people supposed to look at you like you a dog for real, like you really working your tail off for real, and you claiming you tired. Even if you tired, you don't say you tired. I don't never want to hear my players tell me they tired, even when I can tell they tired, because it's a mentality. You tell yourself you tired, you damn sure gonna be tired. So even when you tired, you need to tell yourself, I'm not tired, let's get through it, let's push. So never do I want to hear a player say something about fatigue or being tired, and you're supposed to be a professional women's basketball player, and here you are complaining about tired. Caitlin Clark sat there and played, came straight out of college from the national game, right into the training camp, right into preseason, right into the most grueling schedule of all schedules, and never did you hear her complain about being tired, even though she was dead tired. Everybody could see she had no legs. No, what you heard from Caitlin Clark at the halfway mark was they didn't woke up a monster. A girl who ain't missed no games in college, none, all 4 years, didn't miss a game. Not one. Go straight to the WNBA in the first half of the season, didn't miss a game, not a preseason game, not a nothing. Doing every post-game, pre-game interview, getting beat up, most flagrant fouls caused against was Caitlin Clark. Never did you hear her complain about she was tired. Did you have her stop to think, Asia Wilson, maybe you should start following Caitlin Clark's blueprint? Try that on before you start claiming racism. Try to carry yourself better. Try to become a better person, not just player. It's not just about your talent, what gets you endorsement deals. But last time that I checked, you was on every commercial just last year. You, Sabrina Ionescu, Brittany Stu, and somebody else. Y'all was doing rental car. I forget which one, but I think it might have been, I forget which one. Let me know in the chat. But y'all was doing commercials. Y'all was on every game all day long. So what are you talking about? Those white girls that was in the commercials with you, are you mad at them? Are you mad at them? When big companies hear you sitting at the game watching Paige Buckers versus whoever it was, I think Caitlin Clark, you talking about you like Paige because she knows her white privilege. When they hear you speak, you're very unlikable. You're a turnoff. And you wonder why? You had to go buy your own shoes to make it seem like you sold out? Because you're a fraud. They handing y'all scripts and y'all claiming racism. Isn't it funny how in this world, when I go outside my house, when I go out into the world, I don't see no racism. I don't see no racism. There's not people that come up to me and look at me crazy and be like, what are you doing, you little black ass nigger? I don't hear no black people just going up to white people, you little fucking crackers. All the racism seems to be coming on social media, and you know why? All of it is getting pushed on social media and mainstream media, especially social media, because it's all happening over Twitter, YouTube, all that type of stuff, but not in real life. It's because all these kids, they watch social media, they watch YouTube, they watch clips and videos, TikTok, and all of this type of stuff. So they keep feeding the social media platforms with racism. When the kids themselves don't even go outside and face none of that shit. You would have thought you woke up in 1950, 1930 something. You would have thought you woke up in the 1930s the way social media make it seem racism is today. That's insanity. Ain't no racism cracking. Black and white folks is getting along better than we ever have. What are we talking about? Why we keep making up things that's not there? And it's obviously not there. Obviously not there. You see too many black people in mainstream media or sports in general. They rich in the entertainment industry. They rich. Now, I think they all do a little something strange for a little piece of change and fame when you black, of course. But my goodness, man, all this race baiting all the time, it's ridiculous. It says, swept under the rug. Wilson has stated that it doesn't matter what we all do as black women, we're still going to be swept underneath the rug. Because all you do as black women is complain. All you do as black women is play victim. At first, you was mad at the fact that a lot of successful black men stopped dating y'all. Y'all blamed the black man. You blame black men are weak. The black men that don't want to date the sisters when they get successful, they weak. They don't love themselves. They hate their own blackness. So they go marry a weak white girl. Never do you look at yourself and say, why is it that black men, when they become successful or whatever and move out the hood and move away from all that ghetto ratchet shit, that they wife up somebody who seems like a housewife instead of period, clock that T. We don't want bitches that sing clock that T, period. We don't want to wife y'all. We just want to swipe y'all. That's it. We don't want to wipe you. We just want to swipe you. That's it. How about you learn from those women, from those white women? What are they doing? What are they doing right? And what's different? Oh, they're not all out there like that. all this, again, y'all had the hate for the black man because we bounced on y'all. So now it's, oh, black women, we're so not protected. We're not loved. We're not this. No, you don't love yourself. How can I love you and you don't love you? How can anybody love you and you don't love you? How can anybody respect you and you don't respect you? Like I brought up earlier, y'all put too much fake stuff all on. It doesn't even make sense. It's not a part of black heritage or none of that. Y'all take European cultural stuff, fake hair like white girls, the texture of white girls, and y'all put them in your head. And you put all this fake ass shit on, and you wonder why people don't respect. You don't respect yourself. You don't love yourself. You have to find self-love, self-respect before you think others are supposed to do so. So you sound foolish. Again, y'all sound foolish. Black women, we get swept under the rug. Yeah, because you sweep yourselves there. You swept yourself there. Did nobody sweep y'all there? You swept yourself. The league is predominantly black. They can't sweep everybody in the league underneath the rug. Can somebody have class with the game? With a A1 game? I see nobody. Asia Wilson, you got A1 game, but boy, off that court, you are terrible. You're very not likable. Anthony Edwards, very not likable. Good on the basketball court, super not likable. John Morant, super not likable. Great on the basketball court, super not likable. Steph Curry, great on the basketball court, great off the basketball court. Family man, talks to the media, right? Never really out there too much and plays the game at a very high level. Super likable. Michael Jordan was super likable. Charles Barkley had game. He was not likable. So many people didn't like him because of his attitude, the way he carried himself and talked. They didn't like him. When he come out, I'm not a role model. I ain't no role model for these kids. Woo-de-woo. Okay, yeah, we don't like you. So if you're not likable, it don't matter how good your game is. No matter how good your game is. You're not likable. We don't want to promote you out to kids and so on and so forth, and all you do is claim victim in racism. Instead of just go ball out and be a sweetheart and be very knowledgeable of the game. So when we ask you about the game or other players, you don't sound stupid. Ridiculous. But again, man, that's my time, y'all. Appreciate y'all rocking out with me for this long. We've been on here for 2 hours. We've been getting it in. We've been cooking. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, man. We on our way to 11K, y'all. I would love to be at 11K before season start on Saturday. Hello, so we can get there. We at what, 10-8? Where we at right now, chat? Where we at? Where we at, chat? We at 10-8-20. 5. Ouchie. Good job. 10,825. Let's get there to that 11K, baby. We can get there. Appreciate all y'all. Much love. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. I will be dropping some videos. So make sure y'all stay tuned into that. Hit the notification bell. Share everything, y'all. Let's get this out to the people because a lot of people are not putting it down the way I be putting it down. Okay, I come with the humor plus the facts of the matter. So we ain't just laughing and clowning and joking. Everything is spot on true. And sometimes the truth hurts and sometimes it's hella funny. So it's the Pope. Peace and love. I'm out.